Hello, my name's Ben. So I'm currently 5 days post-op from an L5-S1 Microdiscectomy and nerve decompression operation. This was performed on the 9th of June 2016. I'm putting this post up because I've been asked several questions by several people what I've experienced, what came to this decision to have the surgery, and how I am after so far 5 days post-op. So how it started for me was back on the 12th of January 2016. I was getting out my work car, and I literally took 10 steps, and out of nowhere I had excruciating pain, so intense in the left buttock. I've never experienced it before. It was that strong. It actually took me off my feet. It took me a couple of minutes to compose myself to try and deal with the pain and register the pain, and try and get back up. Once I did actually continue to work. But throughout that one day, that first day, the pain gradually got worse. It was as if someone was sticking a knife in the side of my buttock and just wiggling it around there. It was not nice. It wasn't nice at all. The pain gradually went into the side of my quad, into my side of my calf, onto the top of my foot, left foot, on the arch of my foot, and into the balls, proper end, the balls of my feet, at the ends of my toes. It was unbearable. So while I was at work, I had a look online. You can get so much information on there, not always what you want to hear. You can get the simplest symptoms to the worst diagnosis in the world, but you have to narrow out your symptoms, find out what you think is going on. Now I assumed it was sciatica symptoms, only based on what I've previously had in my right side. I've never had or even experienced anywhere near what I've experienced this time round. But in the right side, I had mild pain, which was sorted out with a steroid injection. But with this time, it was unbelievable. They recommend you leave it 6 weeks for the nerve to settle down. If it doesn't settle down after 6 weeks, you need to then see somebody about it, get some intervention. But after 3 weeks for me, I had enough. The pain was just too much. So I decided to see my GP, who gave me over-the-counter cocodamol, I believe it was, to start with, but also referred me for an MRI scan at my local hospital, which I had an appointment come through, and I had it done 6-7 weeks after that. I then had to wait for 5 weeks for the results, which then showed that I had a prolapsed disc on the L5, and I also, which I didn't know, I had a prolapsed disc on L4 as well. But because that's not touching no nerves and not causing me any irritation, we've not done anything about that one. That's fine. But it was the L5 that has bulged quite significantly, and it was clearly trapping the nerve that was causing the issues that I had up until the operation. So waiting for the surgery, before the surgery, the decision was made. I had a steroid injection by my local GP. He put that in my back to ease the pain, and it did ease it slightly. It did for a couple of weeks, but the pain come back straight away and worse than ever. But also what I experienced was neuropathic pain, which was just mainly in my foot. Now the whole of my left foot was tingling, pins and needles. It was burning. It was like being on fire. It was electric shock moments. It was as if someone was electrocuting my foot. And also I found that several of my toes were going numb as well. But that is all part of nerve damage. So I've been later told by the spinal surgeon. So I went to see a spinal surgeon with the results, got referred from my GP to see a spinal surgeon. And straight away, this surgeon I saw, Professor Shad, straight away he said, yeah, you need a discectomy and nerve decompression. So we got ourselves booked in for the 9th of June. We had that done, and came around on the same day. You don't really know what's going on. You're full of morphine. It's your head's all over the place. So you just go with it the first day and just try and ride it out. Try and sleep, because you don't sleep a lot when you've got this immense pain that I experienced. I'm sure that most of the users have experienced at the moment, because I have my pure sympathies for anybody who's going through what I've just been through. So on the first day post-op, I was released from discharged from the hospital. Rest up at home, bed, get up, walk around for a bit, do as many exercises that the physio showed you, which are core exercises to try and strengthen up the area that they've basically done an injury to you by opening you up. They've done a lot of damage to the muscles, so you have to give it time for them to recoup. So when I left the hospital, I was given exercises. I was told to walk 2-3 times a day. No specific time frame of walking. It was just walk to the point, that it hurts. If it starts hurting, just stop walking. Take it easy. I was just walking round my street or in my back garden. So that's what I've been doing for the past 5 days. Leg pain. Have I had any leg pain? First day, no pain whatsoever. Second day, which is the Saturday, which is the 11th of June, I started to experience a little bit of achiness in the left buttock, where I originally started having that intense pain. But it's only there if I'm resting for too long. It's, I don't have it if I'm walking about. If I'm, if you touch the area, give it a rub, you can feel it there, but it's nothing that's troubling me. I have been left with the 2 toes that I had that were numb before the operation. They are still numb, but I was told that would be the case. And I also have now experienced more tingling in my left foot. Now, this, the surgeons would say this is to be expected, because you've had your nerve trapped for, in my case, 5 to 6 months, and it takes a while for those signals to correct themselves and sort themselves out. Plus, they have had to tweak the nerve as well to be able to get the prolapse part of my L5 out. So you're going to expect a bit of tingling, but once again, anything up to 6 weeks for that potentially. If I do another post, I will let you know how it's going. So medication, they gave me paracetamol, while I was there. After they gave me the morphine on day 1 post-op, I didn't come home with any medication. I had some at home anyway, so I weren't too bothered about that. But I'm not taking it as often as they said. I don't think I need it. I'm not really in that much pain all the time. It's just sore where the incision was in the back, so that's what we have to work on for the core exercises. So I would. It's pretty much what I can talk about, really, because I'm not doing over extraneous stuff at all. I'm pretty much taking my time. If it hurts, I'm not doing it. Just relax. Put your feet up. You've got to, at the end of the day, you've got one spine. You need to look after it. These first 6 weeks are the worst period for it to prolapse again, if it's going to. And it will do. I've done my research. I've read on forums. I've listened to people, and they've done silly stuff, bent the wrong way, or picked something up too early or too heavy in a time frame that they shouldn't have been doing, and it's prolapsed, and they've had to go through the whole thing again. That's not going to happen, I hope. Fingers crossed. Because I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to go through this ever again. So my advice to people is, once you've had the operation done, take your time. Don't rush into going back to work. Don't rush into doing anything that you don't think you're right to do or comfortable to do. There's no point. Just chill, just relax, and stay safe at the end of the day. Just remember, no bending, no lifting, no twisting. Ultimately, I was a very fit and active person before this. I snowboarded, I surfed, I was always in the gym, running. It's debilitating, completely debilitating. It took me out, stopped me from doing everything, and I want to get back in the water. I want to get back into that ocean so I can surf again. That's my main activity, the thing I love doing the most. So my goal is to get back in there, and I'm going to do everything I possibly can not to prolong that or stop that entirely. I'm sure that's not the case, but there are better things in life than picking something off the floor. So you need to. I just want to make sure everything goes smoothly. I recover correctly, and I'll let you know how things are going. I'll probably do 4 weeks post-op just to catch up. If you've got any questions, you need a bit of advice, or you're just worried and you just need something to speak to, ask me any questions on this below, and we can go from there. Okay, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.